We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Deontay Wilder, he is the Bronze Bomber. 6'7" tall with that massive 83-inch reach. And his opponent, Muhammad Ali. 6'3" tall, the best to ever do it.
Talk about
the Bronze Bomber. Only 216 pounds, but one of the biggest hitters in heavyweight history. He is the great.
This bout is scheduled.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got a. So here we go. Should be a good one. How did he absorb that hook? Lands with the right counter. Punch, counter punch. Neither man really defending themselves. We'll keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take 3 to give 1. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
how you deal with a slugger. You've got to use brain over brawn. Building a matador. Pop, jab, move. Get them angry.
Nice job landing that left counter punch. Nice job landing with that right-hand counter. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. He misses with that jab. He just misses with that big right hand. Both men step back for just a moment. So much for boxing. This is a fight. And he misses with that jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this.
On to the second round. Good left counter that lands. He blocks the right uppercut. You're not going to see as much footwork as the smaller weight classes in the heavyweight division, but we don't care. We want the heavy fists.
You've got a couple of big units here, so I'm expecting power. You're going to have excitement. You're going to have drama, because when these guys slow down, that's when the punches are going to land.
Nice exchange here from both men. Great counter right hand there. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. He just misses with that jab. There's a counter shot. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes to sort of actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Either fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. They have no respect for each other's punching power. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Fantastic punch. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. That left hand misses. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
He gets out of the way of that left hand. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept it.
Back at it in round 4. He blocks the jab. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down. This is a high-octane battle. Both men step back for just a moment. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Big left, but doesn't score with it. He fails to score with that left hook. Big right hand just misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
There's the bell to start round 5. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you start thinking, you've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Oh, what a punch! They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Those punches add up. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy.
There's the bell to start round 6. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. When are we going to see a jab from these two? The old adage is no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. This is certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around the ring and just get picked apart even though they were the one pushing the tempo?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Jump on. And every time you see him, take a big deep breath. Banging the body in it. Be smart. Change your angles. Go out there and finish him. He's ready.
Here comes round 7. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Both men step back for just a moment. Another scoring shot there. Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? Just one punch away from getting the momentum back. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Parries that left jab away. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. He is down big time on the scores.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen.
Round 8, and we're off again. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Nice exchange here from both men. When are we going to see a jab from these two? This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. He's going to keep his elbows tucked into the chest so he can avoid the pain of those body shots. But come on, that leaves more opportunities for headshots. And he just missed with that left jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Look at him, he's absolutely knackered, mate. He's knackered. He's fine, don't let him get that confidence. This is his second by the chest tank now. He's locked.
There's the bell to start round 9. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? No, we don't see a knockdown. Why aren't they defending? Exchange here from both men. Very close round. Big shot, and down goes Ali.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
Don't get the jab and don't get carried away. Great round, great round. Relax, relax.
And there's the bell to start round 10. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've been in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands. You hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. His foundation appears to be okay, but when you put those gloves that high, you know that you're in trouble. How is this fight still continuing? Seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating, just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
And this with that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance, without a doubt, make it look so easy.
It's so important now in the first minute. Nice round, good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good man. Keep the only jab and then let your shots go. Don't let him get back into this fight. Keep calm.
And there's the bell for round 11. Both men step back for just a moment. That left shot lands. How do they use this fighter's aggression against this?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
How do they use this fighter's aggression against them? defense here at all. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? He's got to do something here, or the ref might stop it. Looks like they've shaken it off. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Nice round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy. Cheers, man.
There's the bell for round 12. Defense is not an option for these two. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. Is he out on his feet here? Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on. Both men step back for just a moment. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? He misses with that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. If there's anyone that can get out... Oh, no! Ali is down!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No surprise there, a unanimous decision.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.